Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
And it was wrong. It was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
Bad call.
Some are good for fighting, others for dying.
It's Just Two Movies.
Welcome back to another episode of It's Just Two Scoobies. This is the only show where we talk about 2 episodes of Scooby-Doo. And who done it? It's the guy from the beginning of the episode, like almost every time.
You gosh darn
it's
kid.
the same guy.
If it wasn't for you meddling kids, I would have got away with it.
All right. Good night, folks. My name's Daniel King. This is another episode of It's Just Two Movies. Returning again, our favorite repeat offender, Birdman.
Hey, baby.
So
we're back.
Man, how you been, buddy? It's been a couple of weeks.
It's been, has it been a month? Maybe.
It might have, yeah. I think 3 weeks at least.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, been a while.
Been great, man. Honestly, I've been really, really good. Started a new job.
Yeah.
All positives on my end.
Everything going good at the new brewery.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. The worst thing that has happened to me recently is that my feet just constantly stink.
Oh, well.
And how do you take care of that?
I have various powders and sprays. I really do, man.
Cause I tried them all, baby.
I fucking hate it, man. You'll just have to do it every day. Like,
oh,
for real?
Oh, dude.
Real talk?
Real talk.
With like Gold Bond foot powder?
I haven't tried Gold Bond.
You can't bust the gold. You can't bust the bond.
Bust the bond.
Damn, boy.
This episode brought to you by Gold Bond.
Gold Bond for all your feet that smell like dicks.
Let's just hope your dick doesn't smell like feet.
That's probably for some people that have that fetish. I bet that's a real thing.
So, anyways, on to things that aren't gross.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about movies, not whatever the fuck.
That's right. Just... Yeah, if you're new to the show, what we do is we watch 2 movies. One of them's good. At least one of us is like, that's good. You want to talk about it?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So then we watch movie A, and then we come in here and we talk about it. We having a couple of. Which, by the way, a couple of drinks. We'll come right back to the drinks.
Yeah.
And then we try to find a bad movie that has something kind of in common with it. Now, the bad movie, 99% of the time, neither of us have seen. So it's either going to be a brilliant piece of trash cinema, or it's just going to be really bad.
Right.
And that's that.
Yeah. And we usually have a pretty good time with the trash film.
Yeah, we usually get pretty hammered while we watch the trash movie, and then we come back in here and take a big fat dump on it.
Which, at this point, I mean, right now, I feel like I've tied on a pretty good buzz for the start of the show.
You recommended this drink. I'd never heard of it. I've never had one.
Right.
It's called a Paloma. So a Paloma is traditionally made with a little bit of simple syrup, a shot of tequila, some lime juice, and then a grapefruit soda.
Yeah.
Or a peach. They said also a peach, peach soda.
Yeah.
So just something kind of sweet and tart, really. So I even bought grapefruit soda, but you're like, no. We got this beer. You do it. You just make it, but you use this beer instead of the soda. It's fucking amazing. And I got to tell you, it is. So what's the gravity on this beer?
I believe it was 7.
Oh, my God.
No, it was 8.
So you take an
8 something.
You take an 8% ABV beer, and then you add a shot of tequila to it. And I gotta tell you, it's fucking delicious.
It's so good.
I am really, this is like some summertime day drinking especial.
Yeah, like if I would have got here earlier, we would have just been sitting out front drinking these.
Would you tell everybody what kind of beer this is and where they might be able to find it? Because although I would recommend this Paloma, the drink's called a Paloma, I would definitely recommend it for any occasion during the whole summer of the year.
Yeah.
It's delicious, refreshing. Doesn't feel that heavy, but boy, it's got some booze in it.
It's got a little bit of booze in it.
But this beer, I think, really is elevating it a lot.
Yes, exactly. So it's a kettle sour, an imperial kettle sour. It might not be 8. I think it's close to 8, somewhere right around there.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, we'll take it.
But
it's real grapefruit heavy.
Yeah, so it's very it's a sour, but it's grapefruit heavy. It's got a couple other fruits in it. It just blends it's kind of a cocktail inspired beer, if that makes sense.
Right, to make with a cocktail.
Yeah.
So who makes this, and where can people maybe find it?
They probably can't find it because I think it's already sold out.
Where can they find it in 2 weeks?
I don't believe they can, Daniel. It's I believe it's already sold out, but this was Modern Brewery in St. Louis.
Okay. Yeah, keep an eye out for
keep an eye out for what they're doing. Yeah, a lot of good sours, a lot of good stouts. Just good beer.
Well, this is phenomenal.
All right. So I think we've talked about beverages.
Yeah, I think we're probably good on the Paloma. All right, so you picked the movie this week. We went with
The Nice Guys, not to be confused with The Other Guys.
Those are different guys.
Those are different people.
As you can tell by the title. These are the nice ones.
Yeah, these are the nice ones.
Yeah.
The other guys, they're just the other guys.
Yeah. Classic case of othering.
So, The Nice Guys is a 2016 action comedy crime thriller. I don't know about thriller.
It's thrilling to watch Ryan Gosling go, like 100 times.
It is thrilling. The budget on this was $50 million.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Worldwide, it only made $62 million.
That's what I saw, yeah.
I think it's kind of received a little bit more of a cult following since it's been released. This is one of those films that...
I wonder if that's due to poor marketing, because this movie is fucking hysterical.
It's so funny.
It's so funny. It is directed by Shane Black, screenplay by Shane Black and Anthony Baragazzi.
Yes, and it stars Russell Crowe, Ryan Gosling, Angourie Rice, Matt Bomer, Margaret Qualley, and there's a few other names in there.
Yeah, Keith David and Kim Basinger.
Oh yeah,
that's most of your big hitters anyway.
Your big names.
Speaking of big hitters, let's talk about Russell Crowe beating the shit out of everybody with his bare hands.
He's a fucking hard ass, man.
He is a fucking hard ass.
This is one of those films that I never saw Russell Crowe doing, right?
Right.
I don't know. And maybe he's been in other films like this. I don't think so.
He is in one film that kind of gave me some of the same vibes as this, except not funny at all. Like there's no comedy in it. The movie Unhinged.
Okay.
You seen that, where Russell Crowe's just a big, beefy, older guy who has road rage? He's like fat and hypertension.
Oh, you were telling me about this.
It's fucking
I watched the trailer for it.
It's really good. It is fucking unsettling. It's really, really intense.
So, this is a 2016 film. The film itself is set in 1977 in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. It's got a big, sexy wah pedal hook for the opener.
Oh, hell yeah. So, just like an elevator pitch or whatever you want to call it, 1970s Los Angeles, a mismatched pair of private eyes investigate a missing girl and the mysterious death of a porn star. So, that's what we're going off of.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it. It's a good film. It's funny. It's got some good action.
This might actually be the first episode of It's Just Two Boobies. Because there's some boobies. There's some cans in
We got a few cans.
Yeah, they're like nice ones too.
A few jugs.
Yep. Couple of bazongas. Frank. What's a different thing we would call them in elementary school? Melons or... other slang words for boobs.
For boobies.
The girls,
The girls. Yeah, like you said, we've got some groovy tunes to open up the film.
Mm-hmm.
Something I noticed, which I think I've only seen this film maybe 2 times before this. What about you? How many times did you?
I saw it once. And maybe? I remember liking it a lot and thinking, I should buy that.
Yeah.
And then I just never did. So I was thrilled you brought it back up. This is on Hulu. As we're recording this anyway. This episode will come out in 2 weeks. But yeah, it's on Hulu if you've got Hulu. Fucking check it out. It's hilarious.
So good. So one thing I noticed in the opening here, the Hollywood sign is really fucked up. Did you catch that? It looked like it had been burned. So I don't know if there's some sort of significance to that within the within the 70s or within the year 1977. But yeah, that's just something I caught.
It had fallen into a state of disrepair in 1949. The Hollywood Chamber of Commerce began contact with the City of Los Angeles Department to repair and rebuild the sign. So, looked like it was pretty fucked up back in the 50s. So maybe they are in the progress of rebuilding it at that time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I just thought that was an interesting thing to...
Yeah, it is. I didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
I was probably writing down other shit like big sexy pedal hook.
Hell yeah, brother. All right, so we start off with a younger kid. He's in his house.
Can't sleep.
Can't sleep.
You know what you do when you can't sleep?
You look for fucking porno mags.
You look for get you a good skin mag.
And he finds one in his parents' bedroom.
Right.
Just right under the bed. Like, that's all that's under the bed, though.
Right. Right. One
like,
porno
wait,
mag.
What? Wouldn't you just keep those in your dresser? Or?
I mean, if you've just got the one.
There might have been like 2 or 3. But yeah, it was just like, that's all that's under the bed.
Yeah, so he goes and gets a glass of water. He's browsing it. He's taking it back to his bedroom. And a fucking car comes through the house.
Yeah. And it scared the shit out of me.
It scared the shit out of me.
I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
But I was trying to keep it down a little bit. My girlfriend was sleeping. I don't know. It just scared the fuck out of me. I was like, holy shit. And, this kid, he goes out. He investigates the scene. And the girl that he had just seen in the magazine is the girl that's driving this car. And it's funny because she's just laying naked away from the car. Like,
yeah, she got ejected from the vehicle, I guess.
I guess that's what you would, kind of presume.
Yeah.
But
just tits out.
Tits out, though.
She's all bloodied up. She's dying. Yeah, but tits out.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the reason she's tits out is the kid was looking at the porno mag, and the centerfold is a girl named Misty Mountains, and it's her laying in almost the exact same position.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tits out.
So after this, it's a pretty brief scene. We get...
Well, she's dying. She says one thing to the kid.
Oh, yeah.
She goes, "How do you like my car, big boy?" And then she dies.
Right. And
which is... That kid's never going to whack it again. Just fucking ruined his whole life.
Oh, man. That is... One thing that I thought was weird is you don't see the parents at all in that scene.
They're sleeping.
Like,
they don't come outside either.
That's what I mean. Like,
you
don't see them come outside. A fucking car just went through their house.
Took a couple of Ambien, I guess.
Maybe, yeah.
You never know.
Maybe they were fucked up.
This is the 60s where everybody drank too much and hit their wives.
70s.
70s? Oh, yeah. 70s. This is 67, right?
77.
77?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
1977. That's a pretty good year.
I guess, yeah. I remember it. I was maybe a baby, or maybe I was a young man. Maybe I have yet to be born for 30 years. Who knows?
Only time will tell.
So Russell Crowe in this is pretty much just like a low-rent tough guy.
Yeah.
Like, people can pay him to, like, hey, man, some fucking older guy's, like, following my teenage girl around or whatever. You pay Russell Crowe, what is it, like $300? And he'll go beat the shit out of him for you.
1977? If that. I'd say maybe $100, couple $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's beating up a pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
This guy that's hooking up with a,
13-year-old girl.
He fucking takes care of business. Does he have the brass knucks?
He has brass knucks in the first encounter.
Yeah. Fucking hard ass, man.
Just shatters that poor guy's face. Well, not poor guy. He's a fucking petter ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
But suck it to have your face smashed. Because Russell Crowe, like, he's definitely put on some pounds. He's not he's not Gladiator Russell Crowe.
No.
He's an older guy now. He's got kind of a gut on him or whatever.
He's a little bigger.
He still looks like a fucking hard ass. I would not want to take a punch from Russell Crowe because he still looks like, he looks like he could roll a frying pan. You know what I'm saying? He looks like he just
looks like a fucking brick. Just a big old brick.
He looks like he looks like a brick. It's pretty much perfect.
Yeah, that's what he is.
So that's what he's got going on. And the gauze He's a private investigator and a drunk.
Yes, he is.
And evidently Russell Crowe's kind of popular because he's like on magazines and shit. Did you catch that?
Yes.
Is that from the diner thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which we'll get into that.
Right.
Yeah. But soon after the Russell Crowe encounter, he talks to a girl named Amelia. Mm-hmm. And this is all a little confusing in the beginning. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I would pin against this movie. It just feels a little out of order to me, if that makes sense.
No, I absolutely agree.
After Russell Crowe beats up this guy, this girl Amelia pays him to basically ward off a couple guys that are following her. Mm-hmm. And that's
so he's like doing a good thing. And he's like, my fee. She hands him an envelope and he's counting it and she's telling him about the guy or whatever. And he's like, so he is going to beat up a pervert for a underage girl for money. And he's counting the money and he's like, you're short $7. And she's like, oh, so this is a guy like,
I don't think she's underage, but
whatever
Amelia.
whatever the scenario,
right.
He still is going to get paid.
He's still going to get paid. Yeah.
Which is kind of the same thing Ryan Gosling's doing.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Ryan Gosling, like you said, he's a private investigator. In the first scene we see him in, he's in a full bathtub with a suit on.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's looking pretty rough. He's a drunk. Like,
yeah, and he looks like he tied one on last night. He's looking rough. He's feeling rough.
He's even got a tie on.
He does have a tie on. Mm-hmm. Like I said, he's just full suit.
Wet.
I
guess you could say it's a wetsuit.
Oh. Dad jokes for days. One thing I noticed, well, I shouldn't say I noticed. It's
is
clearly it's there. He's got a little message on his hand that says
is it a tattoo?
No,
or?
I think he just wrote it himself with like a pen or maybe a
every
Sharpie
day.
Right.
Yeah.
It says you will never be happy. It's just a little message that he wrote to himself, I think, on his hand.
I think it's on his drinking hand. So the idea is every time he takes a drink, because he's an alcoholic, he sees it written right on his hand, you will never be happy. But he's like kind of depressed. Maybe that's why he drinks so much. Or maybe not. Maybe he's just a drunk anyway.
Right. Well, there is a reain he's a drunk, but we'll get to that later.
I mean, next thing I've got is the guy goes to see this bartender, and I really like the scene in here. I really like the color palette in here. This lets you know this for sure is a comedy. Because you're getting real brief character introductions, and then you get this silly-ass shit.
Right. Yeah, Ryan Gosling, he's, and I'm going to refer to him as Ryan or Ryan Gosling throughout this.
I'll refer to him as the Goz.
The Goz, if you will. He fails to get information on this girl, Amelia, from a bartender. Mm-hmm. He tries to give him
a little origami. He takes whatever bill it is and like folds it into a little tiny shirt.
The bartender's like, is that a shirt?
He's like dancing it over to him. He's like, da, da, da. He's like, hey, I made that myself.
Guy's like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. I mean, essentially, I don't remember what he says.
Pretty much tells him to fuck off because he knows he's a PI.
Right.
You're going to need more than a little tiny origami shirt that might just be $5.
Right.
Yeah.
Gosling waits outside and he's going to break into this bar to try to get a little bit of information. And
he just fucks his shit up.
He fucks himself up.
Yeah.
He's trying to break the window
and
open the lock.
He like cuts his wrist.
He cuts his arm fucking hard. Like,
yeah. He's like, oh, fuck, that's a lot of blood. Oh, God. So he abandons his attempt to break into the place because he needs immediate medical attention.
And he has to go to the hospital immediately.
You could just like pick up a stick or take your shoe off.
Seriously, like he tries to like shittily wrap his hand in a rag and bust through this window. Mm-hmm. Like you said, why not just he's in an alley.
Yeah.
Like just grab something.
Grab anything.
Fucking break the window.
A little piece of asphalt, something.
He's kind of
an idiot.
He's kind of a dumbass.
I like it.
But it's fun. Like,
yeah, it is fun.
He's just a fun character.
Yeah, he really is. It's
he's like a ragdoll in this film, essentially.
Yeah. At the end,
you know what I mean?
We'll get to the bit at the end. He's like, I think I'm invincible. I don't think I can die.
All right, so yeah, we get Gosling. He gets all fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to go to the hospital. He gets taken care of. He gets released. We get Russell. He goes to Gosling's house and fucks him up.
Yeah, it's like, I heard you were looking for Amelia. Stay away from Amelia. He beats the shit out of him. He's like, you want to play a game? He's like, yeah, I love games. He's like, all right, we're going to play Nobody Talks But Me. He just starts kicking the shit out of him.
I think Ryan Gosling says like, oh, I love that game.
Yeah, he's just being a smartass with him.
But Russell Crowe tells Gosling how he's essentially going to break his arm.
Yeah.
Like all right, you go to your doctor, this is what you tell him.
You tell me you have
It's like a hairline...
a hairline fracture of the ulnary fucking whatever.
Whatever it is in the arm. Which is fucking hilarious, man. Both of these guys are just great comedy from two people that you
wouldn't associate with comedy.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it works so well.
Not a lot of, and I think we've talked about this before, lots of great comedy actors can do drama. Not a lot of great dramatic actors can do comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real fine, weird line there, I guess, just to have the timing for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and the Gaz and the Crow.
And it's pretty different as far as their type of comedy, right?
Yeah, it really is.
But it works so well.
Mm-hmm.
They're just it's similar to that buddy cop feel.
Yeah. Yeah. Except it doesn't seem like they're going to be buddies at this point in the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, he breaks his arm, which is this whole movie's fucking hilarious. And after this, Russell's heading back home, but before that, he gets this. He runs into Ryan Gosling's daughter, and he gets this yoo-hoo from her, and
he's like shaking it up. He's like, God, I haven't had one of these in 30 years.
And you see him going home though, or wherever. Yeah, I guess this is his house, it's his apartment or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's got a whole fucking case of it.
He went out and bought a case of you.
He's like, God damn, this is good.
And that one, he's like, fuck, man, why did I stop drinking this?
Right. So he's heading up to his house, but he gets kind of held up by these two guys. Also fucking looking for Amelia. Everybody's looking for Amelia.
Yeah, that's my next thing is everybody underlined is looking for Amelia.
And who the fuck is this bitch, right?
Yeah.
You'll find out.
Yeah, you will find out.
But yeah, he gets held up by these two guys. They go inside his apartment. Mm-hmm. They're questioning him. He's able to ward them off by using... He has a light switch, but I guess it controls...
Everything in his apartment.
Yeah, which is
one switch.
Right. It's really interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TV, lights,
so
whatever it is.
He hits one of the guys is just being a fucking dick. Yeah. Even Russell Crowe says to him, he's like, listen, I understand you boys got a job to do. You come in here, you rough me up a little bit, you got to toss the place around. I understand. But he's like, you fucking... Because the dude that's being an asshole... He like starts taking Russell Crowe's fish out of his fish tank and throwing it at him. He's like, come on, man, that's a fish. What are you doing?
That seems like such a bitch move, though.
To throw a fish just to throw a fish at a man.
Like the guy doesn't know how to be intimidating. You know what I mean?
So he's throwing fish.
Yeah, and his partner's like, hey man, come over here. I found something. And he goes over. This younger guy. He goes over and Russell Crowe's like, "Oh no, don't open that.
I'm just holding it for a friend. It's not mine.
Don't fuck with that."
Yeah.
And he's like, he starts explaining it. The kid's not listening.
He just opens it and boom.
It's
a fucking is it ink?
Exploding
ink cartridge
bomb, whatever.
Inside
Yeah.
It. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he gets blue paint all over his face, and that's his character name. If you look on IMDb, it's Blueface. Yeah, that's his character name.
That's pretty good. He plays a really good like sleazebag. It was a good performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For an unlikable character.
For sure. Yeah. Him and his partner, I think they did a pretty good job.
Oh yeah. Keith David.
Yes, and I think his name or his character's name is just Old Man.
Yeah.
So you have Blueface and Old Man, and they're these two bad guys.
I think it's Keith David. He does a bunch of voices on Rick and Morty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Because I was like, I know that fucking voice.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy that you just Yeah, well, I mean, we've both watched Rick and Morty.
Oh,
a lot.
yeah. I knew it was him. Like the first time I watched Rick and Morty, I was like, it's that guy. What's his name? So I looked him up.
Yeah. I guess I didn't place that because I watched this today. I guess I didn't place that right away, but that voice was like, oh man, that's familiar.
Yeah, he does several of them. He's I think he's probably most well known for playing the president on Rick and Morty.
Yes, that's what it is.
As far as Rick and Morty goes, he is most prominently he voices the president of the United States.
Yeah, eventually Russell Crowe he gets these guys the fuck out of here because he uses that switch in his apartment
to
distract them.
Grab a shotgun.
Rolls out, grabs a shotgun, and fucking fires at him. I don't know that he didn't hit them.
He didn't hit them. No, they fucking scoot because they don't want to be shotgunned by Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Because after he does it, he'll probably fucking kick the shit out of you after you're already dead. Like real hard.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
He seems like he would only have to like punch you one time to like really fuck you up, and like one kick in the ribs will probably break 3 or 4 of your ribs. He looks like a brick. like a rectangular sun-baked brick, baby.
He's the kind of guy that's always wearing steel toes.
Yeah, right. Right.
So after this, Ryan Gosling, he speaks with this girl we talked about earlier, the porno star, Misty Mountains.
Misty Mountains.
Which is an amazing porn name,
It's
by
a
the
pretty
way.
good one, yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He speaks with Misty's aunt, who claims to have seen Misty 2 days after her death.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, what?
That's crazy.
Girl, what?
That's great.
We get a good little interaction with Ryan Gosling and his daughter after this.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, just tell me straight up. Be real with me. Don't lie to me. Am I a bad person?
Yep.
And she's like, yeah.
Yeah.
You are.
You're awful.
This is his fucking own daughter.
She's really fun in this. The girl that plays his daughter. What's her name again?
Angourie Rice.
Angourie Rice. Yeah, absolutely. She has a great role. Great little actress.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
She has also been in Spider-Man. She played Betty in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh yeah. She sure is.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay.
And then she's in a film that I just added to my list called These Final Hours. I believe it's a Australian film, kind of like a post-apocalypse type drama.
Yeah, I like a post-apocalypse thing.
Hell yeah, I love that shit.
So next scene, the Gaz, he's having a little birthday party with his daughter at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
He's getting frustrated with one of her friends. He's like, whatever, Jennifer, or whatever her name is. He just hates her. He's like, I'm going to go take a shit. So he goes in the bathroom. He's taking a dump. He's smoking a cigarette in the bathroom.
Bathroom.
Yeah, it was pretty great when that was a thing. So anyway, he's sitting there taking a dump. He hears the door open, and then he sees footprints, and he recognizes the shoes, and it's Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
So he starts fucking freaking out, but he's got a gun.
He's got a gun on him.
So he's got a gun. He's got his broken arm, and he fucking kicks the door open, and he's got a gun on Russell Crowe. And this whole scene
it's
with
so
him,
funny,
because he caught him with his pants down. You know what I mean? He's like, I got the
exact
gun.
saying, yeah.
He's like pushing the door open like 100 times because you push the door open too hard and it bounces and comes back even faster.
And he's got, like you said, he's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, he drops the cigarette in his pants between his legs. It just it's just very funny. I mean, you've seen a scene in a movie before where a dude's in a bathroom and the killer comes in, or whoever. It's just that, but comedic,
right?
Yeah,
yeah. And they talk about finding Amelia, and Gosling tells Russell about Misty's aunt hiring him, and then Russell gives Ryan an advance to find this girl Amelia.
Right.
Yeah, he gives him like, I don't know, it's like $400 or something.
Yeah.
And Gosling's trying to fucking squeeze. Of course, he's
trying to squeeze him for more.
Exactly, as he would. He's a little bit of a dirtbag.
Yeah, he is a dirtbag.
There's a hilarious bit though in this same scene. His fucking daughter comes up. He's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, I'm trying to give you a rim job." He's like, rim shot.
Rim shot.
So the whole room can hear it.
Yeah, rim shot. She's like, yeah, whatever. Same thing. Definitely not the same thing.
No, it is not. And then
she sees Russell Crowe. She's like, "Are you the guy that beat up my dad?" He's like, "Yeah,
I'm that guy.
That was me." She's like, "You beat up people for money?" She's like trying to ask him. She's trying to hire him right there on the spot.
Fucking 40-year-old man
to beat up her friend that Ryan Gosling also hates. When he's like, "Shut up, Kathy," or God, I wish I remember
whatever
what her
her
name
name.
was.
I think it's like Jennifer or something like that.
Yeah.
So Ryan Gosling and Russell, R&R, as I like to call them.
Ooh,
R&R, baby.
give him a little R&R, a little Russell and Ryan.
They go to this protest. They find out that Amelia kind of organized this protest.
That's funny too.
It is, right?
It's like every scene in this movie is funny for 80% of the movie.
Yeah.
'Cause some of it has to be intense. But even a lot of the intense moments are still pretty funny.
Yeah. And there's also a little bit of good heartfelt moments, I guess.
Yeah.
Where it like sprinkled in.
Honey, don't say whores and stuff. Just say horse.
But they go to this protest to find Amelia, and she's not there. But they pick up this kid. What was his name?
Oh, God. Fucking
Chet, I think.
Yeah, I think it was Chet.
And Chet's going to help them find Amelia's boyfriend's house.
Mm-hmm.
They get there, though, and the house is burned down. It's just, everything's gone.
Yep.
There's nothing left.
Mm-hmm.
One of the funniest fucking scenes in the movie, though, they run into this kid.
Oh, my God. The kid on the bicycle.
This kid, he's on a bicycle.
It's like, "Hey, kid, what you know about this? What you know about this?" The other guy's like, "Hey, man, he'll give you $20 if you talk to him." And the kid's like, "Okay, $20, mister." He's like, I didn't, nobody's offering that. And he's like, "All right, $20. He's all right. So the kid's telling him, info about the guy whose house burned down. And then as they're, collecting a little information off this kid, then the kid's like, he's like, "Oh, you were over here hanging out with these guys?" He's like, "Yeah, they're making a porno." He's like, "I come over and see if I could help him with anything because, I got a big dick."
He's like, I tried to get a job.
Yeah.
I offered to show my dick because I got a big dick.
I got a big dick.
This kid's like 13.
Yeah. He's like, I got a big dick, though. And then they're like, "Okay, good for you." And he's like, $20? You want to see it?
You guys want to see it?
You guys want to see it? $20. Fucking kid's cracking
This
my shit
fucking
up.
kid. Oh, man. One of the funniest scenes in the movie, man.
What a fucking scumbag.
Right? But this kid is like clear. It's funny because he's clearly like kind of pissed off that they're even talking to him the whole scene.
Yeah, they're holding him up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're holding him up. He's got places to go pull out his dick,
to show people that he's got a big dick. So they do get a little bit more information out of this kid that essentially at this house they were making a porno, and it's called
Do you like
sorry.
How do you like my car, big boy?
Yeah. So that is the one bit of information that they get out of him, which was the line from Misty Mountains earlier in the film.
Yep, when she says, and I quote, "How do you like my car, big boy?" and then dies.
And then dies.
Tits out.
Sun's out, tits.
So
make sure you sunscreen those titties.
Get them out.
You're going to get them out, and you're going to get them all hot and bothered.
Get them a little bronzed. There was another scene, I guess, when they're walking to the protest or away from the protest. I don't recall. But Ryan Gosling's like, "You can always see ventriloquist's mouth move." And Russell Crowe's like, "No, not the good ones." And he's like, "None of it. You can see all of them. All of it." He's like a ventriloquism denier, I guess.
Right.
I thought that was unusual. Have you ever seen a really good ventriloquist?
Yeah.
That's pretty entertaining.
Yeah. It's not my thing.
Nah.
But
it's okay, though.
I guess I can see why people enjoy that.
Yeah.
Entertainment of some sort.
Yeah, of a kind.
Of a kind. So this is, after this, we get that little bit you mentioned earlier, Gosling's daughter. So they're going to this party, and she kind of sneaks her way into his car.
Yeah, in the trunk of the car.
He gets her out, and she's like, "Dad, there are whores here and stuff."
Yeah, and he's like, don't, honey,
don't
say and stuff. Just say there's whores here. This whole thing between Russell Crowe and the Goz, it's just wise guy cracks.
Yeah.
All day long. And then they're walking into this party. The Goz puts his daughter back in a taxi or whatever. They're walking into the party. Her out of there. And he's Russell Crowe's like, "Whoa, somebody's been smoking a bit of the reefer around here." And Gosling's like, "What?" And he's like, "What do you mean, what? You can't smell that?" And he's like, "Oh, I can't smell." And he's like, what? He's like, nah, I can't smell. I got a head injury years ago. I can't fucking smell anything. And he's like, you're a detective that can't smell. He's like, this just keeps getting better.
Yeah.
So that is a main point of the story, though, is that, Gosling can't smell.
Right. Yeah, so they're at this party. They're trying to find, I believe they're trying to somewhat look for Amelia, but they're also interested in this guy, this director that's doing this porn.
Right.
Chet? No, wait, sorry. Sid. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's right.
Sid Shattuck.
Yep.
Who's the director of this porn that Amelia and her boyfriend and
they find Sid Shattuck at the party. So Russell Crowe is actually doing some investigating.
He's actually doing his job.
Yeah, he's doing his job, and Ryan Gosling is getting drunk. He jumps in the pool and he's chasing after the mermaid girls and stuff, and he is hammered
he's
drunk.
So fucked up.
And he's hitting on this girl, and he falls off a balcony, rolls down a hill, sees Amelia, who everybody's looking for.
He doesn't know it's her, though.
He doesn't know it's her. And which is funny. This is a neat scene because Russell Crowe sees the dress from the movie that the old lady was talking about. She's like, no, I saw Misty Mountain. She was here. She was wearing this dress. She sees that dress.
Yep. But
Russell Crowe doesn't know that that's a clue.
Yes.
And Ryan Gosling, he sees Amelia, but he doesn't know it's Amelia.
Exactly.
But Russell Crowe would have known.
Right.
So if either of them would have,
Yeah,
it's weird. It's a little clever how that happens, though. But, in addition to seeing Amelia, though, he falls right next to Sid Shattuck's dead body.
Yeah. And just right before this, I just want to mention that Ryan, before he falls off the balcony, Ryan Gosling has a really funny interaction with this random girl. And the first thing he says to her is, I'm a cowboy.
Yeah.
Because she's dressed as an Indian.
She's dressed like an Indian. And she's like, I'm Pocahontas. And he's like,
I'm an actress. And he's like, oh yeah? Why don't you shoot me? So she's playing like she's shooting him with her finger guns.
Yeah, and he falls off the balcony, and then she laughs, and then she leaves. She's like, oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
All right, this guy's fucking silly.
Yeah.
Such a funny scene, man.
He drops his gun. He finally finds his gun, and then Russell Crowe, he gets Russell Crowe's attention. He's like, come down here. They find the body, and he's like, oh, shit. All right, we got to get rid of this body. So like, oh, there's a fence over there. We'll throw it over the fence. They finally get it over there. Russell Crowe's like, you're fucking drunk. And he's like, I'm not drunk. You're fucking drunk. He's like, I'm carrying this dead body. I'm walking backwards. And he's like, no, you're drunk, though. And he is.
Oh, yeah.
They throw the body over the fence, and it turns out it was just a balcony fence wall. Because it lands. There's a whole
dinner party.
It lands right in the middle of the table, breaks the table. Everyone's like, ah! So they bail.
Yeah, they bail. Right before that, though, like when they're talking about the body and what they can do to get rid of it, Russell Crowe's like, all right, we'll throw up and then we'll get rid of the body.
Yeah. He's like, you throw up and then we'll get rid of this thing.
Just another great line from Russell Crowe there. And he also had another one where Gosling's trying to explain to him the whole situation here, and he's like, I'm wet, I was in the pool, and he's like, you were in the pool? He's like, well, yeah, I had to question the mermaids.
Yeah, I was doing my job. Where were you?
What were you doing?
And then he's so drunk, he walks up to these other girls, and he's like, hey, I'm Amelia. I'm looking for my friend. You'll know her when you see her. And you find me if you see her, me. I'm Amelia.
I'll show you get it, but
yeah, just total gibberish.
Just silly fucking drunk, man.
Oh yeah, he's fucking hammered. This is such a fun, insane story.
It really is.
Like after they threw that body over that garden wall or whatever, I was like, come the fuck on, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. I like it a lot though. It's interesting. There's a lot of fun stuff happening in it, though. You know what I mean? Like the big porno party,
right?
That was just like, man, that's cool.
It was all it's all really well shot too.
Yeah,
the cinematography,
the color palettes and stuff.
It's just
yeah, a lot of good, a lot of lovely saturation that's just pleasing to look at.
Right. So while this is all going on, Gosling's daughter Holly, she gets caught up with the two bad guys.
Mm-hmm. Old Blueface.
And Old Man.
Blueface and And Keith David.
Keith David. That should just been his name in the film. I'm Keith David, and I'm here to be a bad man.
I love this man.
Blueface, he's got Holly in his limo, and he opens the door and he's trying to shoot Amelia. He spots her, and fucking Holly slams the door on his arm, fucks him up real good, saves Amelia's life, and then
she's like, Amelia, run,
motherfucker,
and she just runs after Amelia.
Right.
So they're running together.
Yeah. During all this, Russell Crowe, he runs into the old man. And they
fucking duke it out pretty hardcore.
Yeah, they've got a good battle there.
Yeah, it's a good fight right next to a hot tub.
Good fight scene.
I kind of thought Russell Crowe was going to kill him, or at least punch him a bunch more. He's like, "Listen, I'm never going to see you again. You got a place to go?" And he's like, "Michigan." He's like, "All right, yeah, Michigan sounds good."
Sounds good.
just like
fucking
fuck off forever.
Yeah, and the way he manages to get him off.
He takes his pants off.
He shoots the guy in the fucking leg through the pole, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because his gun goes in I think it's like a little hot tub or...
hot tub, whatever it is, yeah. So the valet tells Ryan Gosling, that fucking car. Your girl was in that car. The little girl that was you, she was in that car.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes after the limo, which she's not in the limo.
No.
At this point.
Yeah.
We get a good, I don't know what you would call it, I guess an end scene for old Blueface.
Yeah. So essentially Blueface is chasing Amelia and Holly, and he catches them in the middle of a road or whatever, and he's like, I'm going to kill you bitches, and then he gets hit by a van.
Just a random van.
And then the van kind of like pumps the brakes, opens the door and looks out and just fucking speeds off. It's like, nope, not going to be part of this.
The guy that's in it, I think he's like, oh, fuck. He just slams the door and just takes off.
Right.
At first, I guess just going back, it's been a few years since I've seen this.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I thought it was Ryan Gosling, or I don't know why, because it's just a random van.
Oh, in the van?
Yeah. I thought it was one of the main characters, but no, it's just...
While Gosling is trying to, catch up to the scene here, Russell Crowe does catch up to the girls, but Amelia's already fucked off.
Yeah, she's like, I'm out.
I'm out. I'm Amelia. Fuck you.
Because the little girl, Holly, she wants to save Blueface, because he's not dead yet.
Yeah.
He's just got hit by a fucking van.
And Russell Crowe's like, go get help. Go get help. Go flag somebody down. She starts to run off, and he leans over and fucking chokes him to death.
Yeah.
Which probably wasn't difficult because he got hit by a van doing like 65 miles an hour. Probably broke every bone in his back.
But while he's choking him out, Blueface tells him, somebody's coming after you.
Yeah, they're sending
John Boy.
They're sending John Boy.
He's going to fucking kill everybody. He's going to kill your whole family.
I tell you, he's got enough fucking guns in the trunk of his car to do it.
Fucking John Boy, man.
John Boy's packing heat.
And John Boy is played by Matt Bomer.
Yeah.
Who was also in Magic Mike.
Nice. He looks like he'd probably be in Magic Mike.
Magic Mike, yeah.
Yeah, he's good looking, clean cut, kind of got a Zac Efron thing going on.
And a movie called In Time with Justin Timberlake.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Carrie said it was. She's like, we should watch that. It's a good movie.
It is good. Yeah, I would agree. Just Carrie want to do it on the show?
just you and Carrie.
Yeah. They add some good character building in this next scene where it's the Goz and his daughter and Russell Crowe standing outside, and she's like, "Why don't we invite him in?" And he's like, "No animals in the house, sweetie." But him and his daughter have like a nice kind of heartfelt conversation or whatever. And then she fucks off, and Russell Crowe comes inside, and there's good character building in that scene.
Yeah,
you have to make time to make the viewer genuinely care about the characters.
Exactly.
Or
even
nobody. It's very seldom that people watch movies anymore for visual spectacle alone. There was a time when that was a thing. It was the early
Avatar.
Yeah, it was the 90s. It was the 90s and the early 2000s. A lot of things you would just watch for visual spectacle alone.
I don't know. I shouldn't have said Avatar. I've never seen it, but I don't care to watch it because it's just whatever.
It's good.
I've heard, obviously.
It's good.
A lot of people say it's good. And maybe I'll get around to watching it one day.
Yeah.
But
We have it. You can borrow it if you're interested in it all. I don't know that I'm not going to pick it to do on the show. I mean, I like it, but it's not one of my favorite movies or anything.
Yeah. So eventually, as I like to call them, R&R, they meet Amelia's mom. And this kind of comes out of left field.
Oh, yeah.
She works at the DOJ, which...
she's the head of the DOJ.
Stands
so
for...
she's Department of Juices.
Juices.
Department of Juices. Yep. You got a little nut juice, you got boob juice, you got face juice.
You got butt juice.
And she uses butt juice, and she checks them all.
She looks at all those juices,
She's very
baby.
thorough. She's she's the DA, which stands for the decisive applicator
of apples and other sorts of juices.
Yep, and it's those like fruit juices.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going with like
you're going like bodily
juices.
fluid. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. A lot of smells and
Kim Basinger, she loves it.
Basinger?
Kim Basinger?
Basinger? Is it
Basinger?
Basinger?
Basinger? Basinger.
Yeah,
One of those is right. You heard it.
You heard it. So Amelia's mom hires Gosling and Crowe to find Amelia.
They were about to get fucking paid, and then Gosling opened his mouth.
Yeah, so what?
She's writing him a check for $10,000 right then and there on the spot.
Yeah, like it's nothing.
And Gosling's like, I'd say we probably couldn't do it for any less than $5,000. So she stops writing. She looks at him, tears the check out, tears it up.
Like what a fucking idiot,
fucking dumbass. So they're getting closer.
Yeah,
they're getting closer. They think they know where she's at. They're in this fucking hotel, and they're talking to another bartender. Good funny scene.
Oh yeah,
where they're talking to that bartender because Gosling's just trying to sweet talk him, and he's like, "Hey man, I don't know nothing about that." And Russell Crowe just grabs him by the tie and smashes his head on the bar, and he's like, "Well, listen, we can do this the easy way, or we can continue.
This is the easy way."
Yeah, he's like, "We can continue doing it the easy way, like this." Or we can do it the hard way, which has got to be getting your face smashed on that bar is the easy way. Good Lord.
I'm out.
Yeah, pass. So anyway, he tells them, oh yeah, they're up in the penthouse or whatever.
I mean, he warns them though, like, guys, I wouldn't go up there.
Yeah, businessy looking types, a lot of bodyguards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to get fucked up if you go up there.
Right.
But they go anyways. Because they think they're fucking hard asses.
And the elevator opens up, it's like, pew, 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 pew. You see dudes dropping, blood coming out of everywhere, and then they just get back in the elevator and press the close button.
Nope.
Yeah.
And Gosling is fucking shaking. Like, he's like, holy fuck,
He's
dude.
a scaredy cat.
Yeah, he is.
I love it. He screams like 50 times in this movie where he's like,
like a little girl kind of.
Yeah.
When Crow breaks his arm in the beginning, he's got that great scream.
Oh man, it's good. It's good stuff.
I think we're somewhere along the way where Crow tells his story though, because he gets
about the diner.
Yes, he gets recognized by at least one person in the film, and
Yeah,
as you mentioned, he's like on the front of a magazine.
Yeah,
that you see at one point in the film early on.
So like, oh yeah, you're the guy from the diner. I remember you. And he's like, oh yeah. And Gosling's like, the diner?
The diner? What?
Tell me about the diner. And then later he's pressuring him. Gosling's real drunk, and he's like, tell me the diner story. He's like, I won't. You can't leave until you tell me. So Russell Crowe starts to tell him, and then Ryan Gosling just falls asleep, like mid story, because he's wasted.
He's like, this, before he falls asleep, he's like, this is a good story. Best story I've ever heard.
And then
he falls asleep on a fucking
diving board. For like a pool that has no water in it. Anyway, the story.
What's that?
The diner story.
Oh, yeah. Russell Crowe, he's in a diner. This guy comes in with a shotgun. Mm-hmm. Kind of a pretty rough looking dude.
Yeah.
And don't know what the guy's intentions are, but he's pointing this shotgun at all the customers, probably a robbery or whatever.
He just ruined Russell Crowe's breakfast.
Fuck yeah, he did. So Russell Crowe ruins his life.
Yeah, he sure does.
But at the same time, Russell Crowe does get shot in the arm.
Yeah, he does get shot in the arm,
but
he
this
beats the
dude
shit
up,
out
dude.
of him. Doesn't shoot him, just
No.
beats him with a gun. Beats him with a shotgun, like hard, a lot.
Yeah.
Savage. It is particularly savage.
So yeah, we get that little backstory. It's kind of a nice little bit that they included in there.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. And then eventually, Russell, he spots Holly, and you see this throughout the film. Ryan Gosling's daughter, Holly, she's playing in this area that
it's like an abandoned lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a park at first.
Yeah,
but
it the grass.
Yeah. It turns out to be where their old home was.
Mm-hmm.
Holly and Ryan Gosling. They had a home there.
And the wife.
And the wife.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really talked about a lot throughout the film.
So there was a gas leak.
Yeah.
Gosling can't smell.
Yep.
So then the house burned down. He got Holly out, but his wife was
killed, yeah. So we get that backstory. One of those heartfelt moments that I kind of mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's heavy.
It is kind of heavy.
The next day, R&R.
Mm-hmm.
Russ and Rye.
Russ and Rye,
baby.
Get a little Rye and Russell.
Ooh.
A little rye bread when you can't get it out of the package. That's what you call a Rye and Russell.
So the next day, they're discussing this note that Russell found at the party.
Mm-hmm. It's on the same stationery.
Yeah.
That Amelia gave to Russell Crowe in the very beginning.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it just cracks me up because Ryan Gosling thinks he knows what he's talking about with this note.
Yeah.
And how it's quote unquote like quoted or how it's written.
Yeah.
Do you remember like specifically
what was he saying about it? He's like, "Oh, is that a pig? Is it a pig?" He's like, "No, it's pink cow." Oh, pink cow.
Pink cow.
Whatever he says about it.
He's deciphering the note as something that it is not.
Right. When really it's just a note that says exactly what it says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the hotel bit, they basically happen upon Amelia because she falls on their car. Remember when they're leaving the hotel?
Yeah.
After all that shit goes down.
What the? Because they stop and Russell Crowe's like, I can't just leave, man. What? She's in there. Those guys are dangerous. We gotta help her. And then she just falls on the car.
Just falls on and then shoots at them.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Right between both of them. So they get her and I guess they knock her out. Or she trips and falls.
She knocked. Okay, so she shoots at them from the hood of the car, but the
gun scares her.
The force of the gun, maybe, or the gun scares her.
Yeah.
But she falls back and then knocks herself out. So they take her to Gosling's house.
I watched it twice because I was like, did she scream? And I rewatched it. I'm like, nope, that's Gosling. His little girl scream he does the whole movie.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I thought it was her.
It's fucking great, man. This movie's...
God, that's fucking awesome. Yeah. So they take her to Gosling's, they question her, and this is kind of where I guess the big reveal comes about. Her mom is kind of tied into this, what would you call it? Like
class action lawsuit against, I think they didn't say what car company it was.
Right. Some car company in Detroit.
There's a catalytic converter that they're going to release that is going to increase pollution a lot.
Yep. And that's kind of ties into the whole film with Amelia's protest.
Mm-hmm.
And you see bits throughout the film where people are talking about the overpollution.
Save the birds.
Save the birds. It's kind of the big story at this point. They're trying to suppress this catalytic converter. And Amelia basically reveals this to these guys.
Mm-hmm. She's like, my mom's in on it. She's trying to have me killed.
Yeah, exactly. And so the film that Amelia's they made, it's trying to reveal all of these things. But it's funny because it's like half porno, half like documentary, I guess is what they're trying to do.
Yeah. Half porno, half documentary. There's a scene in it where Misty Mountains, or is it Amelia? I think it's Misty Mountains. Misty Mountains plays the character of Amelia's mom in their movie.
Oh, yeah.
And the other guy that plays the commissioner or whatever, and she's like, I can get you to loosen the restrictions or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to fuck you. So it's a porno. But it also really happened, and she probably even really fucked him.
Right.
Yeah, good stuff. Anyway, some other things transpire. They get home at the end of the day, and this is where they have kind of a shootout with John Boy. At first, it's just Holly and her friend are the only ones home or whatever.
Right. And John Boy shows up.
Yeah, she's like, he's pretending to be the family doctor because really, Kim Basinger is trying to have Amelia killed.
Yes.
Yeah, daughter or not. She's
right.
having it because she's going to ruin her career.
Yep.
Or whatever.
She's going to expose everything. And yeah.
So they send this guy. His name's John Boy. He's got his little doctor bag and gloves, and she's like, oh, she kind of figures out that this guy's not a doctor.
Yeah, she's a pretty smart kid.
Yeah, she's very smart. So she's like, oh, do you want a cookie? And she goes into the cookie jar. There's no cookies in the cookie jar, just a gun, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
So she kind of holds him at bay or whatever until R&R get home. When R&R get home, it's fucking shootout city.
Oh, damn, dude.
Yeah.
What is that gun that he had? Is that like a semi-auto?
Did it have the big round clip in it? I feel like he just had a straight up Tommy gun, and if so,
is that what it was?
That's what it was. I wasn't paying a ton of attention, but they shoot so much that he even fucking cuts a tree in half in the front yard.
Right?
Yeah,
it's like a big palm tree.
That's a lot of fucking bullets to cut a tree down. It's a huge palm tree falls on the house and shit. It's a big old disaster. Gosling's funny. He's screaming a lot.
There's a bit where Russell Wilson's sitting underneath the window, and he's talking to Gosling. He's like, gun. And Gosling throws him the gun, but it
just throws it out the window.
He's like, fuck.
He's just an idiot the whole time, man. It is a delight. Every time you think he's really going to come through, no, he's just a fuck up.
Yeah.
So John Boy he's out by the trunk of his car, and he's got a fucking million guns in there.
Mm-hmm.
A million. The trunk is full of guns. Now, I don't mean full like he has a briefcase with guns in it. I mean there's just loose guns in the back of that thing and fucking ammunition all over the place. It is a trunk full of guns. It's got to be $100,000 worth of guns in there, I bet.
He's the loudest hitman I've ever seen.
Yeah, no shit. Fucking pulled out everything but the RPG. You know what I mean?
Seriously. I was kind of expecting it.
It's a good scene, though. Does he get away or does Russell Crowe kill him?
Oh, John Boy?
Yeah.
He gets away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, yeah.
And so that's where he happens upon Amelia, right?
Mm-hmm. She's just walking down the street because she busted out of the house.
Yep.
Be like, fuck, I got to get out of here. To get away from the shooting,
Mm-hmm.
she never saw the doctor or John Boy, same guy. She never laid eyes on him, so she just rolled out the back. She flags down a car, and it's John Boy. And she's like, oh, can you get me out of here? I really need a ride. He's like,
huh.
Lucky day.
Lucky day.
And just, boom, shoots her right there and drives off.
And it was crazy, rewatching this, I was just like, oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, the bit where Amelia dies, man, it really, and it only does it for 5-10 minutes, but it really changes the feel of the whole film. It changes the whole vibe.
Yeah.
Which has been loose and funny and ha ha ha, whoa, hey, whoa.
Look out.
Look out, coming through here.
Here we go
again. Just a couple of rough nuts.
Just a couple of rough boys.
Yeah, just a couple silly boys. Yeah, it fucking totally changes the vibe of the movie for 5-10 minutes. It's
really well done though.
Yeah, it really is. It's tasteful too because they feel like they lost.
Yeah,
it's what they were supposed to do was just protect the girl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it kind of the tides change. I guess I don't know. It's just like I said, even seeing the film before this, it caught me off guard a little bit. Oh shit, he just fucking shoots her right in the near the heart or something. I don't remember where John Boy shoots her, but that's fucking it.
That's the game, baby.
Yeah. But obviously the movie is not over. R&R, they're questioned by the police, but they don't have any evidence that Amelia's mom is involved with all of this.
Right.
You
can't just go accusing her. She's the DA or whatever.
She's in the Department of Juices.
She's the head of the Department of Juices.
Right.
Yeah.
She got all that juice.
All that juice in that caboose. Next thing I've got is that the gang connects all the dots, and by the gang I do mean R&R and Holly. Gosling's daughter.
Yeah.
They figure it out. They figure out the whole shebang. They know what they're looking for. It's a movie. That's the thing that they need.
Yep.
Like a movie in a can. It's evidence or, whatever. It's going to support their case. So they figure out that it's going to be at the auto show. So
Right.
they all fucking roll up, man. To the auto show we go.
Yeah,
and
because the film is at the auto show. They're going to show this film for whatever car it is.
Yeah.
But the porno film is spliced.
It's spliced into another movie that they're just going to show there anyway.
Yeah.
Which is pretty smart.
Right.
Yeah.
And we get another really good battle with John Boy and...
So 2 things.
Yeah.
The first thing Gosling does is get hammered drunk. Like always. Like every time. He does turn it down first, though. The guy's like, bartender's like, hey, boss, what can I get you? And he's like, no, I'm all right.
But I thought he was...
Free drinks, what do you want? And he's like, and then he's drunk.
But I thought he was playing drunk because once they're on the roof, remember he's like, duck.
I think he's still drunk. I think he's still drunk.
Is he still drunk?
Yeah.
He's just playing it really well this
drunk
time.
The whole time. Drunk the whole fucking time. And then next is the most hilariously satisfying action scene I think I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah.
It is funny. It's paced good. I liked it a lot. The whole action sequence at the auto show.
Right.
All of it was great.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there, but it's what you got.
The guys, he's like, I don't think I can die. Russell Crowe's like, what? And he just runs off and he's like, oh, that's not good.
While John Boy is still his arsenal of guns.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's so fucking loaded. When him and Russell Crowe are like punching each other and shit, Russell Crowe like grabs him by the jacket and like flips him around so he can punch him in the back of the head. And then when he takes his hands away, he's like, a ring. And he's like, oh, that's a grenade pin. So he fucking grabs the coat and fucking
tosses it.
And it lands on another guy that's shooting at Ryan Gosling while he's like, I'm invincible. Oh, God, it's so fucking crazy, man. I really, really, really enjoyed it a lot. And from memory, man, I really underestimated how funny this was going to be.
Yeah.
I remember it being like likable. I don't remember it being this hysterical.
Fucking funny.
Yeah, it's really fucking funny.
But throughout all of this, things work out for them, obviously. They get the film, which, backing up just for a little bit, there's one bit where Ryan Gosling and his daughter, they're talking about the film and trying to get it. And she's like, you promise me you'll get this film? Because she knows what it means and what it will do for the situation. He's like, I promise. She's like, pinky promise. And he's like, he pinky promises her and then he walks away. He's like, fuck.
Pinky promise. Shit.
Just, oh, man. It's so funny, dude.
Yeah, so they even though the girl died, you know, the day is saved. So they take it to court or whatever, and Kim Basinger's like, you guys are fucking idiots. And they're like, oh yeah? Fuck you. Bros, high five. And then, you know, they turn in the evidence or whatever, and ultimately nothing happens. But now they decided that they're going to start a company together called The Nice Guys Detective Agency. And Russell Crowe looks Filipino in his...
He's like, or maybe I look Mexican.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, sorry they made you look Filipino. He's like, oh, wow, I do look Filipino. He's like, maybe a little Mexican. But they're in a cantina anyway, just getting blasted.
The part where Amelia's mom, just going back a little bit, she's like, I didn't want my daughter killed. It was Detroit that wanted her killed. And Ryan Gosling says, oh, I think I read about that. The whole city, they had a vote.
They had a big turnout.
Like, he's such a dumbass, but he's also a smartass.
Yeah. Man, he gets some really good zingers in there for being kind of like not dopey, just not very sharp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. But yeah, they, you know, like you were saying, they're at this bar or whatever, and they're teaming up, and what's Ryan Gosling say to Russell Crowe? He's like, oh, it's good to see that you're drinking again.
Yeah.
Because Russell Crowe doesn't drink throughout the whole film.
No.
Right. But at this bar, he's got a whole bottle to himself. He's getting fucking shit.
He's drinking a whole bottle of rum, and he's about 3/4 of the way through it already.
Right.
Yeah. It's fun, man. I would really love a sequel to this.
So
I think you need to bring this back give me one more at least.
That's what I was going to say earlier with the amount that it cost to make the film and what they made. I think that's why there's not a sequel. I think it was intended to have a sequel.
Yeah.
But it didn't make a whole lot of money back. It made what it spent.
I think that's a marketing issue.
Maybe.
I think that's a marketing issue. This movie's funny as fuck.
It's so funny. It's really well acted.
You could cut together a 3-minute trailer of jokes in this and still not ruin the best parts of the movie.
Right.
Easily.
And through everything that we talked about during this episode, I urge you to, if you haven't, just watch this, please. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's great. And with that, what would you rate this film?
I'm going
if you had 10 thumbs.
Okay.
And you needed to, if you wouldn't give it 10 thumbs, you'd have to cut off some of those thumbs, or maybe like a half a thumb.
Are you saying how many thumbs would I keep for this movie?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I would keep, I'd probably just lose one thumb.
Just lose one, but you're cutting it off with a real dull knife.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a solid keeping 10 thumbs. Or no, 9 thumbs. I mean.
9 thumbs? You're going to keep 9 thumbs?
I'm getting the reverse things got me all fucked up.
You're going to cut off one thumb with a really dull kitchen knife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will keep 9 thumbs on it.
I'm going to...
What are you...
I'm going to cut off with a really dull kitchen knife.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cut off half of a thumb.
Go 9.5?
I'm going to go 9.5.
9.5 kept thumbs?
Kept thumbs.
Okay. Yeah, that's fucking solid, man. It's good movie.
Yeah.
It's real good.
Yep.
I liked it a whole bunch.
So
I wish they'd make another one. Call it, Finish Last. Or Twice as Nice.
Twice as Nice.
Or Ryan Gosling Screams.
Or Ragdoll Ryan.
Ragdoll Ryan. When he falls off that balcony, it's because he's drunk. You know what I mean? He's just like flopping around because he's hammered. So,
all the time.
Speaking of flopping around, what about big rubber dinosaur suits? We're gonna watch.
How about him?
He picked this movie. And I am so psyched to watch it.
So I picked this movie from 1995 called Theodore Rex. It features Whoopi Goldberg
and a reject from the Dinosaurs TV series.
And I guess the tie-in would be kind of a buddy cop theme.
Oh yeah,
Whoopi Goldberg teams up with a talking dinosaur.
I bet Whoopi Goldberg is the Russell Crowe.
And the dinosaur is Ryan Gosling.
The Ryan Gosling, but probably less drunk.
Probably, I would think.
That's my predict.
Well, let's see if we can get a little bit more drunk to make up for the loss of alcohol there. I think that's a pretty...
In that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Pretty solid.
We will be the Ryan Gosling, and this will just be a movie without him in it.
Have you felt the need to spice things up lately in bed?
Tried Spanish Fly, but need something else south of the border?
The newest product to hit the streets.
Show her that there's still fire in the bedroom.
Wait, there's literally
No, but it'll feel like it. Introducing Yes Cayenne, a cayenne pepper adult lubricant. When you think to yourself, there's no way, just think Yes Cayenne. Make it feel like there's a hot poker in your pee hole. And then when you finally climax your man milk, the enzymes will break down the heat from the spices in the cayenne pepper that you put on your dick. Giving new meaning to blowing coal. Set that ass on fire. A product of S.E. Johnson.
Brought to you by Nestle.
Special thanks to Brad Sexton for our jams. Please check out his latest project at suns.bandcamp.com. That is sunds.bandcamp.com. Thanks to Lamplighter Productions for our artwork. Please check out more of their stuff on Instagram at lamplighter_productions_IL. First time listener? We're anywhere podcasts are found, but if you don't subscribe to any of those services, listen to the show for free on our website. It's just the number 2, movies.buzzsprout.com. That's itsjusttwomovies.buzzsprout.com. Want to get in touch with the show? Email us at itsjusttwomovies@gmail.com or find us on Twitter or Instagram at itsjusttwomovies. Want to support the show? Great. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe on whatever platform tickles your fancy. So anyway, back to the show. Okay, we're back. We just watched, you get your opening credits, and real big it says, New Line Cinema Regrets. Theodore Rex. We're back. We watched Theodore Rex, and we are Theodore wrecked.
Theodore wrecked, baby.
As expected, it was awful. The worst thing about it was the only place that we could find it was YouTube.
So we just watched a very blurry Theodore Rex.
I didn't know they made 16-bit movies in 1995. It was pretty rough to look at. Now, that being said, after the movie, because we did sit through all of it, I looked up some images just to see like kind of what the cinematography was like, or like how the actual costumes and stuff looked. The aesthetic of it doesn't look awful. I mean, it's dumb because it's a rubber dinosaur,
Right.
It's the show Dinosaurs, but he's a cop and it's PG. That's it. That's the whole shebang.
That's all she wrote.
Yep.
So Theodore Rex is a 1995 PG film.
Oh, yeah.
Which I apologize for making you sit through that.
That's okay. It's
blurry.
It wasn't great. It wasn't one of your best picks, but I did have a lot of fun laughing at this. Yeah. If it wasn't grainy, I would have laughed way harder at it. And most of it's just like facial expressions from the people in the rubber dinosaur suits. Yeah. I mean, that's going to be a lot of it. This is it's like a no nonsense detective. Whoopi Goldberg gets partnered up with a dinosaur,
a fucking dinosaur,
a detective, police liaison.
He's just a
dinosaur.
He's a dinosaur cop.
Yep, dino cop. And he wants to be a cop, and he finally gets his first case, and he gets partnered up with Whoopi Goldberg. But he's nice and silly, and she's down to business.
And they're trying to find the killer of dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals.
Yep, there was a dinocide. There was a dinocide instead of a homicide.
That's right.
They just called it a dinocide. Yeah.
I didn't know if
I guess the hom in homicide is short for human being. This is dumb. Came out December 14th, 1995. Directed by Jonathan R. Betuel?
Sure.
Director Jonathan R. Betuel, I guess, had a budget of $33.5 million.
$33 million.
$33.5 million.
In 1995.
That's a chunk of change, but that's also a lot of rubber dinosaurs. They got like ones that didn't exist, or like ones that were just like made up dinosaurs, I think. But everything we were looking at was hella gritty.
Right. I could not find what this movie made, and I guarantee it's not a lot.
I tell you this, it was probably made the family comedy buddy cop movie of the year.
for Razzies. Right? For
the Razzies, maybe. I don't know.
So
the only thing I've got here, it says 54% of Google users liked this movie, and it's got a 2.5 out of 10 on IMDb. I'm going to side with IMDb on this.
Right.
Because this thing is a big piece of shit.
It's
but it's mostly because it's PG, and it's like it's all the tropes of a kid's PG movie.
Yeah, we just watched a kid's film, and like I said, I apologize for that.
Well,
I told you before we watched this, I was like, I actually think I've seen this, and Alicia said the same thing.
Yeah, you mean in elementary school,
right?
Yeah, that was something the teacher, they wheeled in that big ass fucking 180-pound TV on that cart.
Little cart.
Yep, and then boom, VHS of Theodore Rex, baby.
A little bit of trivia about this, just right off the top here.
Okay, yeah, give it to me.
Before we even get into this.
I love it.
Most of the actors signed on thinking that the dinosaur would be computer enhanced.
Ah.
Boy, were they in for a surprise.
Right, because it's just the Muppets. He's a Muppet. He's a man in a suit.
He's a man in a suit,
but he's kind of a Muppet also.
Right. It says crew members left constantly during production. Whoopi Goldberg once said that on her final day of shooting, 99% of the crew was different from the first day.
Just everybody walked off of it. They're like, "Fucking, what are we doing here?"
This is, guys, can we wrap? Can we?
I thought, for what it is, taking it at face value, it did have some redeeming features, and I thought it was kind of charming in some bits, and mostly was like the slapsticky comedy because it is a family
slapstick.
It is a family feature. Most of it's not funny,
right?
Yeah.
So as far as the story goes, can you? I mean,
oh yeah, I got you. So it's the thing I said a minute ago. Plus, there's a rich white guy that wants to refreeze the world, and he's himself and his girl and some of his associates.
Oh yeah, the girl in the red dress.
Yeah, he's got like all these. He's like a collector. He's got all these different animals and stuff frozen. He wants to restart the world, essentially.
Right.
He wants to take it back to the Stone Age for no reason.
There are a lot of. This film has everything.
I think so. Yeah,
It's got a mad scientist.
Yep.
It's got a horny dinosaur cop.
Yeah, he is horny too, isn't he? He is. He's super horny for what's her fuck
for his dinosaur lady.
This does star, by the way, Whoopi Goldberg, George Newbern, Richard Roundtree, Juliet Landon, and Carol Kane. Carol Kane plays the singing dinosaur, the one that sings all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the love interest.
George Newbern. Where do I know that name from?
I don't know.
Anyways, yeah, this film's got a lot going on for it.
It does have a lot going on. It's kind of fun, honestly. Like once I settled into the fact that I was like, okay, this is a kids movie. It was okay.
Action, comedy, family, sci-fi.
I would not say action
at all
anywhere in there.
Well,
there's a bit of shooting.
Some guns are, or I don't know what they're
CGI
laser pointers.
Laser beams, shotguns, electricity guns.
Anyways,
yeah.
So, yeah, the story. I had a hard time following this one. I'm not gonna lie.
I got it. It's not important though. So you got your detectives, right? You got your bad guy. He wants to refreeze the Earth.
Refreezing the Earth.
They follow clues to get to him, and then he's like, "I'm launching my missile, you bitch!" And then I put an unnecessarily long countdown on it. And they chase him. They apprehend him. And they're able to reroute the missile to outer space.
Oh, and then it blows up.
I got a lot of problems with that. with that bit. And that's it. And then they all apologize, and they're like, "Teddy, we done you dirty, baby."
Oh yeah, because we're
gonna make you detective first class.
Yep.
Because you're a real stand-up
dinosaur
guy.
Yeah, because in the beginning he was just
he's like, "Oh shucks, I just want to eat some cookies, you guys."
This dinosaur loves cookies.
He does, yeah. He's a recovering carnivore.
That's right.
That's what he says. I'm a recovering carnivore. What else you got?
How do you feel about the fact that Teddy has a dog? A dinosaur that has a dog.
Given his size?
Just as an idea.
Given his size, I feel like he would just even accidentally eat him. You know what I mean? He's like, that's the size for him. Like, that's a...
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. That's like a Whopper and some fries.
Solid meal.
Let's see here. So, do you want to rate this first, or do you want to talk about it first?
We can keep talking about it for a little bit.
Okay. What do you got over there?
The dinosaur sneakers.
He does have hilarious Chuck Taylors that are like 3 pairs of Chuck Taylors sewed together. Yep. Instead of just going barefoot.
Right. Or like a dinosaur wood.
Foot.
Yeah, that was...
And that is a callback to earlier. We're like, oh man, guy's feet smells like dicks. Or something. We made a joke.
Yeah, we did.
You remember that?
You
remember that callback? Yeah, so it starts out, and you got your Theodore Rex He's getting ready for the day. He's wearing a hilariously long, cartoonish nightcap, like old timey, like a Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh yeah, and he's got the
squeak up bop out
jazz.
Dinosaur
Jazz.
dinosaur jazz skibidi boop 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 zap zip zop zippy. That's what I'll name my dog, Zippy. I like
Zippy.
Zippity flip flap scooty boop bow doop deep boop boop bow. Well, I'm cutting all that into a thing.
Oh, he's got a
Okay, these are all things. Hold on, that's like half my notes. There's a dinosaur. Happy Coltrane. Yeah, so I've got the baddies are scheming, and Teddy. He's
Teddy.
just
Do they ever
Teddy
say
Rex. I don't think they say Theodore one time in the entire movie.
Right, and like you said, like we were watching, and you're like, why didn't they just call this Teddy Rex or Ted Rex or
Ted Talks?
Ted Talks
Would have been a way better title for it.
He does drive a specialized dinosaur car.
Yeah,
that
dino friendly. It's got like a tail.
It's dino friendly, as it should be, and it has a tail truck bed, kind of. I guess.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. That's cool.
So they call humans soft skins?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you fucking soft skin, but they don't say fucking, so it's not.
It's just soft skin.
What are you, some kind of soft skin? some kind of soft skin co-op?
There's a
bit where there's a little puppet man that lives in a suitcase. I don't know why it's in. I don't know why it's in the movie. It's real weird, but I kind of enjoyed the scene. I was like, "Oh, that's silly." That's silly. Yeah. I'm trying to watch it like a 6-year-old. He's funny.
That's a silly
He's
thing.
Silly. He's a silly guy.
Oh man, what a silly boy.
There's a bit where they Xerox a penis. Do you remember that?
What?
They Xerox a penis. They're not
the tail.
They get like a tail print or whatever. But the version we're looking at is super gritty, so it just looks like a green and brown dong. It's pretty great, and they clearly just like put it on a copy machine and hit copy. It's like,
It's a futuristic copy machine, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's the bit where they're at the Dino nightclub, and there's all the other crazy dinosaurs in there. Some of them, I'm pretty sure, not real species of dinosaurs.
Were they playing drums there at the end?
Yeah, it's like a funeral. So they had.
Oh, that was
They
funeral?
had the funeral at the nightclub.
Oh.
Which I take some umbrage with. I don't think that's ever happened. for anything.
Oh man.
And then they take the dead body and they like put it in a blender.
What?
And then they turn it into fertilizer for the flowers. He's like, everybody can take a flower home. And I'm like, that's fucking gross. Like, it's good. It's got Dave on it. Ugh.
It's got Dave on it.
Yeah, or whatever, whatever his name was.
What do you think the target audience is for this? Like the age
6.
You think?
Yeah, I think this is probably for like your 6 to 11-year-olds in 1995.
Right. How old were you in 1995?
Who knows? Never break character.
You son of a bitch.
So method.
So method. There was a little diss in the film where a young boy said, "Stuff it, pant load."
Yeah, he did.
And you looked up
pant
what
load.
What does that mean again?
Pant load, if it's hyphenated, it means like crock of shit, or yeah, right. That's BS.
Well, we can't say shit in this movie, Danny.
Like if you said, "Did you know that there's a moon base of ferrets on the moon?" And I said, "That's a pant load." That's what that means. If it's hyphenated. If
is that a word that
not hyphenated?
Oh, what is it?
It means to be rude or unpleasant. Urban Dictionary says it's like I don't know. They use it in a sentence. Was like, "I'm leaving if Jeff doesn't quit being such a pant load."
Pant load has
but pant load. I mean, like think about it for a second though. That's what it is. That's what it is. Just a load.
Just a load in your pants.
In your pants. Quit being a pant load. Oh, God.
Dude, gross. Go home.
Because I was like, what the fuck? This is PG-13?
No, it's just PG.
Just PG?
It ain't even 13, baby.
Fucking saying pant load? Damn, New Line Cinema.
Do you remember the term pant load?
No, never, ever in my life. Because I thought it was a load in your pants. And I was like, this is a PG movie? That's crazy. So I looked it up.
That's not how I took it, but now that's how I'm taking it.
Yeah.
And it won't go back.
No. Forever. That just means
so
a little cum in your britches.
I don't recall that phrase as a young lad.
No.
Oh, there's a really hot, steamy scene where Teddy has a lady dinosaur over.
Yep.
What was her name? Or did you write that down? Don't care.
Tammy, Molly, Martha, Margaret. You started with
Annie?
an M. Molly, probably Molly.
I feel like it was Annie or yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Annie, Molly. Singing dinosaur that sings constantly and is real flat.
He seemed very flustered when she was over, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, like yeah. A lot of nervous energy. She wanted him to find his pant load. It's just a pair of pants. You can fucking crack it in half like a board.
Oh, shit.
There's weird little like henchmen guys that are, I don't know what they're supposed to be.
Yeah, so I guess those are part of the mad scientists crew, or
our really blocky version of this that we watched. I just wrote down goblin dudes.
Goblin men.
Yeah, I don't know what they're supposed to be. They're real snarfly.
How far did you make it in the video game Mad Max?
I upgraded my car a bit
because there's an enemy within the game Mad Max from 2015, I think, and it reminded me of those goblin henchmen.
Yeah, I could see that.
Have you made it to those guys?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're just real
red. Yeah, like almost like little
spidery,
spidery monsters.
Yeah. But they're just dudes.
Yeah.
Wasteland.
Yeah, exactly.
Nuclear fucking dudes.
That's kind of what it reminded me of.
And that there's a guy named the Toy Maker, and he runs a shop called Dead Storage near the Kill Zone in the Ninja District. And this is a cop telling this to another cop. So they know that this guy's out there. The Toy Maker, he runs Dead Storage in the Kill Zone in the Ninja District. And they're just like, yeah, that son of a bitch. Like go bust him. Like, right where he's at. He's clearly a bad guy.
Yeah. It's the most 7-year-old thing you could say.
Yeah, in the Ninja District. Dude, when I ever write my great novel, I'm shoehorning it in there. The Toy Maker, yeah, he runs the Dead Storage over in the Kill Zone. That's east side of the Ninja District. Yes.
So one thing I noticed is
there's a 15-minute long helicopter scene.
Oh shit.
It's not. It's like 90 seconds, but it feels...
What was that?
It feels like it's almost 20 minutes long. I don't know why it's so aggravating to look at and listen to.
Because it was so blurry.
Yeah, so blurry. Can't hear it, can't see it.
Teddy Rex, he refers to farts as butt trumpets.
Yeah, or popping gas.
Popping gas? Was there another one? Or was that it?
Pant load.
Hey yo!
Hey, pant load. This thing's fucking dumb. It's dumb as shit. I fucking didn't like it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. For what it was fine. I'm just talking like for my personal taste. That's the goal, though. It's a bad movie.
It is really bad movie.
I did have a lot of fun beating it up, and for on the day, this might have been okay. You know what I mean?
All right, let's fucking rate this. And then we're going to talk about how we want to remake this movie. And I think it's pretty good.
I'm going to go make a Sazerac or a Surzac or that drink. Sazerac. That drink that I'm sure that I mispronounced on another episode. But I did get the stuff for it. And it is delightful. When Jackson was here, I had some. And then I'm going to go make that and then we'll come back and we'll do this.
Let's do it.
Okay. If you had 10 opposable dinosaur thumbs.
What about, did dinosaurs have?
Teddy Rex does.
That's true.
That's how he holds things.
That's true.
You know? He also has...
I was going to say we should break code and go for 10 dinosaur thumbs. 10 dinosaur tails. Or maybe they're tails that...
Thumb-shaped
tails.
Yeah.
Thumb-shaped. Okay.
Yep, just like a...
That's perfect.
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, so how many thumb-shaped dinosaur tails would you give this as a regular old... Now, granted, mind, it is PG.
Right.
So, but rated as per your taste, though. If you sat down and watched this whole thing...
I did.
For some reason.
When I was probably 8.
Yeah. Yeah, so how many thumb-shaped...
Let's see. As just a movie, I don't know, man. I want to say a 1.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds... I'm gonna go there with you.
As a person watching it right now,
if my kid was little and I had to watch it with my kid, I'd give it a 3. Because then there would be a reason for me to watch it. But I wouldn't watch
kids though.
I wouldn't watch this on my own accord.
Well, right.
Yeah.
But if I was to just stumble upon it late night, I don't know though, because we watched it blurry as fuck. It's a difficult one. What do you think?
Oh, I'm sticking with my 1.
1? You sticking with 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It didn't have to be that bad though.
No. If it would have I don't know, had some...
the bad guys, even if you would have just changed that, I don't know. It could still be a silly, fun
family thing.
Buddy cop, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. What about...
There's a Robin Williams essence missing from that.
Yeah.
Or a Michael
Myers. For that time period, yeah.
Yeah, there's I don't know, get a Mike Myers, get an Adam Sandler, get a David Spade.
David
Spade would never do that, but he would have been good. And, as a bad guy, it
wonder
would have had a different feel to it, is all I'm saying.
I wonder, yeah. I do kind of wonder, because I know we talked about...
I thought maybe they were vampires for the first bit.
What?
Because they were vampires. I thought maybe the bad guys were vampires.
Oh, the bad guys.
They were kind of putting off that vibe.
Yeah. Well, I know we talked about redoing this film currently. So as a bad movie,
yeah.
What do you think?
7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually had quite a bit of fun with the comedy and the schlockiness. And I love rubber suits and practical effects and stuff. I know they don't always look great. I know that they don't, but I appreciate the detail that goes into them. And I like looking at them. They look interesting to me. So when it's just Theodore Rex on screen and it's close up, so I can kind of make him out, just watching him talk and stuff, that's fun for me. I like that kind of stuff.
I'm going to be...
But I had a blast fucking beating the snot out of it because it's real stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll go 7.
You can go 7?
Yeah.
Not bad.
I'll go 7 for the...
Get redeemed.
Bad movie.
Heck yeah. 14.5 out of 20 is a bad flick. Not too shabby.
Not too Theodore wrecked. But I am.
I am pretty Theodore wrecked.
Tell you
if
what.
I'm being honest, and this, I'm gonna
keep at her, buddy. Get. Why don't you get up to
nose down, numbers up?
Batter up, Daniel King. He's gonna step up. He's gonna take a swig of that. Sazerac.
Yeah. Sacrac.
All right, what else we got for this piece of shit? We're gonna redo it.
I tell you what, I wrote down some fun recasts. I think I told you about half of them, though, while we were just watching the movie. The first thing I would do is make this an R-rated or at least PG-13.
At least.
Because there's a lot of... You can get, cheap comedy, low-hanging fruit comedy, is accentuated by the fact it's a man in a big rubber dinosaur suit. You know what I mean? It just adds another layer to it that makes it a little more delightful than it normally would be. But you can throw some the Naked Gun type of humor in this thing.
Oh,
I would love to get Paul Rudd in the dinosaur suit. I think he would be hysterical, but he would still kind of keep that same. You could almost say it was a sequel because Paul Rudd still kind of has that same vibe.
Yeah.
As what is it? George.
It doesn't matter.
George Newbern, who plays Teddy Rex, but he's got like kind of a childish like hope to do. And I think Paul Rudd could pull that off beautifully and still be funny and do weird shit.
What if we did it like NC-17?
When he's like, "Hey, I'm a little." Oh, that's just Greg. Don't worry about Greg. There's a bit where there's a real horny dinosaur in the bar, and he's like,
really eyeing up Whoopi Goldberg
hard. He's like, "What?" She's like, "Hey, Teddy, what fucks up with that guy?" And he's like, "Oh, that's just Tom or whatever his fucking name is." Yeah, that's just old Greg. And they're like, "What's his deal?" He's like, "Oh, he likes you fucking skin bags, soft skins. He likes you soft skins. He thinks you're cute."
I like skin bags.
Skin bags. He likes you skin bags. Yeah, so just like even that's kind of a good joke that really didn't fit the tone of the rest of the movie.
No.
But that was a funny bit, and all you had to do is add one line on it, like, "What do you think of Greg?" You know? That's it. And then they can change the subject and it would still be funny. It's like a joke that would land that like, haha, it's funny. They're gonna fuck or whatever. And then the little goblin guys, I would make them like half dinosaur, half human.
What?
Yeah, I'd make them their own breed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just some experiments, gone wrong, or some sort of like inbred. Just make it dark. What are you doing, step dinosaur dad? Nothing human, girl. You know, whatever.
What about Whoopi? What do you do with Whoopi?
What about Whoopi? I'm gonna recast her. I didn't like her in it. I would like to get Regina Hall or like Wanda Sykes, because you could do older, and Wanda Sykes is fucking hilarious.
Regina Hall.
Yep, she was in Scary Movie, and we recently watched her in a movie called Big News in something county.
Scary. Oh, she was. Oh, Brenda in Scary Movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she still got it. We just watched her. We just watched a movie with her in it.
What is it called? The movie you just watched with her?
It's called Big News in Yuba County.
It was good though.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it quite a bit. It's I mean, it gets beat the shit up on the reviews. It's got an 11 on Rotten Tomatoes and 1.5 on IndieWire.
And you like this?
Yeah, I thought it was fun. I mean, it wasn't fucking awesome or anything, but it was entertaining. It was a movie I hadn't already seen. Wasn't old, wasn't outdated. It was no, I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was funny.
Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis.
Oh, it's got Aquafina in it.
Aquafina. Oh, fucking Bridget Everett. She's like got her tit out for a long time.
Bridget Everett. Who's that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got fucking dude. Clifton Collins Jr.
Oh yeah,
is in everything.
Yeah,
I feel like he's just in every movie.
Mm-hmm. Old McPoyle.
Oh, McPoyle.
Oh no, that's
no,
not Clifton Collins Jr. That's
But he is in it too. Jimmy Simpson.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah, I liked it. I'm not sure why the reviews are so bad.
It's got
some of it's a little. It's not an original idea for a story. It's been done 100,000 times, but it's
Huh. This guy was in It's Always Sunny. He's in it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anyways.
So here's my recast. I'm just going to fire them off. You let me know if you got something different. I think you gave me one of them. For the sexy evil lady, Aubrey Plaza. I think that was your pick.
I did give you that one. Yep. I think that's a really good pick for her.
I agree. Again, I got Paul Rudd for Theodore Rex, Regina Hall or Wanda Sykes.
I would say Regina. I like Regina Hall's good. On that.
Okay, cool. Tom Hiddleston as the guy that looks exactly like Loki. Because that's what's going on there. Yeah. No, you can see why I kind of thought they were vampires, like all the little guys with the red eyes and that guy. I was like, oh, these are like vampires. These are like vampire people, right? And then I've got Clint Howard.
Oh shit!
As the mad scientist guy. And
that's amazing.
I don't got like the bad guy, the collector guy or whatever. You can leave him the same. He's just gonna have to be like, listen, buddy, you got to go take 2 weeks of how to pronounce things in English, because that accent is, while it's lovely, It's so fucking thick, I cannot understand 80% of his lines. I'm like, what?
What? What is he
Yeah,
saying?
maybe it's because we can't see his mouth moving either. Because a lot of that shit's a little easier to pick up when you got those visual cues. But
Yeah.
boy, it's hard to understand in that.
Yeah, I think this could really work with the cast that you have there and as a R-rated film.
We need to load up on some dick and fart jokes. I need some more dinosaur puns.
Because we're however old you think we
We
are.
need to have right in a whole scene where they're discussing the application of the word pant load. And this is a totally different, way more watchable movie.
Yeah.
And maybe not have the world be at stake. I hate that shit. Like the whole world doesn't always have to be at stake.
Can we get I'm just thinking of They Came Together.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like that vibe
Okay.
would work really well
Okay.
in this film. Max Greenfield, his brother,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
came together.
Yeah. I'd be
I'd like
down
to
for
sprinkle
that.
him in there somewhere.
Yeah. Oh man, get him to play another one of the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just like another
at the
one.
like at the bar or whatever.
Yeah.
Or one of his dinosaur friends.
Who would you get if you were going to replace the Molly Rex or whatever her name is, the female dinosaur? Who would you get to play her? Psh, Kristen Wiig.
Or Amy Poehler.
Or Amy Poehler, yeah. This could be the two go-tos. Kristen Wiig, Amy Poehler.
Tina Fey.
Yeah, Tina Fey could nail a fucking rubber dinosaur, I bet.
Whoa, man. That sounds... Hey!
Now it's rated X.
Yeah. This, I mean, obviously, I think the story would need a little bit of, of punch, little punch up.
Yeah, again, just don't have the world be at stake. It doesn't have to be that.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? In this weird dystopian future where there are like dino people and regular and human people, it doesn't have to be. That doesn't have to be the stakes. It can be like, I don't know, they want to blow up a hospital or a city block or you know, whatever. They want to kidnap somebody and you know, via extortion get a lot of money or whatever the deal is, kidnapping. Or it doesn't have to be, this guy's going to cause another ice age.
Futuristic, though, Daniel. It's sci-fi, baby.
It's dumb.
It's dumb.
It's dumb. It doesn't need to be that. The whole world doesn't have to be at stake. It can be a much smaller story.
Yeah.
That's easier to make salient. You know what I mean?
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
100%.
It was kind of short though. It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah. I think it was less than an hour and a half.
Not bad. I mean, it felt longer, but
Oh man, that helicopter scene.
oh, buddy, I am not even joking around. Dude. I feel like that helicopter scene made the whole movie feel 15, 20 minutes longer.
I was gonna say 20 minutes. I know it was only like a minute and a half.
It was like making me mad. Like I had to like stop looking at it. I was just like staring off into the hallway.
No, I had to pause the movie for both of us.
Just to get up and go.
Just to
not
get out,
look
like,
at it.
Yeah, it was.
Now when I looked up some of the pictures, you know, I don't know if I already said this or not, but the cinematography and even the costumes I think look fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Going back to a little bit of trivia. Whoopi Goldberg made a verbal agreement to star in the film in 1993, so 2 years or whatever before it was filmed. When she tried to back out, the producers sued her for $20 million.
And that's how they made the movie.
They're right. Their suit was settled very quickly when Goldberg agreed to star for $7 million, $2 million more than the original agreement. Obviously, Whoopi Goldberg wanted to leave the film during production.
Just like everybody else who worked on it.
Yeah. So the film was intended for theatrical release. It tested poorly with older test audiences.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, because it's a kid's film.
It's a PG film.
So the studio released it straight to video. Yeah, lucrative kids market, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. We get it. The first and only, so far, as of 2020, direct-to-video film to be nominated for a Razzie.
Wow. Weird. I feel like a lot of stuff that was direct to video would
be nominated.
Usually it's direct to video because it's bad.
Yeah, that's that. I'm not sure about that one.
What Razzie was it nominated for?
Doesn't say. I'm sure we could find out.
Worst picture, probably. Worst supporting actress. Got her. Ooh.
Jonathan R. Boutiel.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
The director.
Yeah.
The director retired from directing after this film. He felt the studio didn't make it correctly.
Just wanted to call it out on a high point, you know what I mean? It's the height of my career. I'm never going to do anything better than this.
Mic drop. I'm out.
I'm out.
The film's $33.5 million budget made it the most expensive direct-to-video release at that time. That is a lot of fucking money, man.
That is a lot of fucking money. That's why we couldn't figure out how much money it made.
Right.
Sons of bitches. God damn dinosaurs.
You gonna buy this one? What do you think?
No. No, I might get a poster of it, though. Just
dude.
Just to have it.
The movie poster for it?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fun.
With his face.
Yeah. Theodore Sex, baby.
Woo, yeah, girl.
All right, I think we've exhausted this. You get what we're trying to do with the remake.
Yeah, it's gotta be little
silly.
It's gotta be a little naughty.
Yeah.
A little silly, a little naughty. Not for your kids.
Ooh, baby.
Because they're gonna have Theodore Sex. So you do. That's what you do. You market the whole movie as being like Tina Fey gets plowed by a dinosaur, and then Tina Fey is also a dinosaur in it. And they make puns about having Theodore Sex while they're doing it. Oh man! Sometimes my genius is frightening.
Oh shit!
And I would do the gag where like people turn around and Theodore's there and they go,
"Oh god!" Every time,
yeah, every time
we did that in almost every scene.
Yeah, and it was funny every
funny
time.
As fuck.
And when he turns around and Whoopi Goldberg's there, he'd be like,
how do you feel about Theodore hitting everyone with his tail all the time?
I feel like it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's all right.
Do you think it would be funnier if it were to happen even more, or only like twice in the film?
A little less than we got
Okay.
it. A little less than we got it, but it's an obvious concern because he does have a huge tail, so you would have to include it. You have to at least make note of it. You know
I'm
what
surprised
I mean?
his tail didn't get like a car didn't run it over,
Hit it, or yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they fall off like lizards. Probably not.
I don't know.
I feel like science would have been able to crack that code.
Yeah.
And we would know that T-Rex's tail fell off when he got scared or whatever.
What else you got for this?
Fucking nothing for this, man.
That's about it.
It
right?
yeah, it was okay. I had some pretty good laughs at it. Wrote a couple of good jokes. I don't know if you guys heard them while I was talking this whole time.
Yeah.
That New Line Cinema regrets bit's pretty funny. Instead of presents. That's it. That's Theodore Sex or Rex.
Theodore Rex.
Yeah. Do you got? Is there anything else lately that you've get into that you think other people might like to know about?
So I did watch the first season of Ted Lasso.
Okay.
Which is an Apple exclusive. Sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. You were telling me about that.
Yeah. Jason Sudeikis and some other folks. It's really good.
Mm.
It's good dramedy, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. Good feel-good dramedy, kind of. What else? The Morning Show, also on Apple TV. They're good. I like them a lot.
Okay. Might do that.
Okay.
I might do a little bit of that.
Other than that, I've been reading
Neil Gaiman's Graveyard Book.
Nope. Not anymore. I finished it.
Oh, yeah?
Not my probably my least favorite Neil Gaiman book.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you. No, the first one in that little thing, little set you got me was great. This one was fine. But right now I'm reading The Man in the High Castle by Philip K. Dick.
Philip K. Dick.
It is a pretty good novel.
A pretty good rip-roaring time, huh?
Yes. Okay. What about you, Daniel? What media have you been consuming?
I watched Kong versus Godzilla. I watched Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna write a review on it and post it on the gram. I don't really want to talk about it ad nauseum here because we don't normally do new release films on this show.
Yeah, we kind of do.
We did what? We did another round and what?
Oh
bloody hell!
We did Bloody Hell.
Bloody Hell was kind of newer. Oh, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, he's flipping through the notebook and pinching the paper. He's still going. So we take a lot of notes on this show.
We did...
okay, he's closing that one and getting out the second notebook.
All right, I guess you're right. We don't really do a lot of releases on this.
No. Well, I like to make it to where it's stuff that people can just like go watch if they want. You know what I mean? Like it's either you can either rent it or it's streaming somewhere pretty easily. As far as the good movies go,
I think we've talked about doing newer films like Parasite.
Yeah,
I'm still turning here.
Yep, still going.
What a waste of paper. Skeleton Man, was that a new release?
Yeah. Skeleton.
Skeleton
Dan.
Skeleton Dan. Only Dan's.
So I think I'm just going to write not even super comprehensive, just like my thoughts on it and my review of it and just post it on the gram or something. If you do want to check out our stuff, we post a lot of stuff on Instagram at It's Just Two Movies, on Twitter at It's Just Two Movies. You can get a hold of us by shooting us an email at itsjusttwomovies@gmail.com.
You won't,
or you can send me a message on the gram or a direct tweet or whatever that's called. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, Godzilla. I think that's the only thing. I was insanely busy this week. I did a little remodel on the studio. You can see obviously because you're in the room. For those of you that
how long have I been in here?
One more thing I did want to plug. By the time this episode comes out, I should have most, if not all, of our library uploaded to YouTube.
Nice.
So we're going to be on YouTube as well. We don't have video format because I don't have any way to like record us doing it. That wouldn't just be on my phone, and I'm not doing that. So we may do a video format. You don't want to see us. Yeah, you don't want to see us anyway. We're into. Isn't that part of the allure?
Mm.
Maybe I could clip together some kind of video thing. I don't know shit about video editing, but I could learn it.
Fuck it.
Whatever. I just pay somebody else to do it. I'm going to lose more money making this podcast. Hitting the door. Because I'm a dinosaur. Yeah, man, I think that's it for me. That's all I got for this. Anything else? Sucking back that water. Let you suck my dick.
Why don't you fucking suck my dick? You want?
You guys aren't gonna start sucking each other's dicks, are you?
Let's call that gold talk for a one-eyed Batman.
Can I make a suggestion that doesn't involve violence? Or is this the wrong crowd?
Maybe we should call in a bomb threat to Houston. I think it's free beer night at the Astrodome.
The Jedi, Bob, we don't fight with guns, we fight with our mind.
Cousin business is booming.
That is one big pile of shit.
Jog on.
It's Just Two Movies is a production of Blue Cheese and Bacon Studios and can be found wherever you get your podcasts.
You guys want to see it? $20. But what an entrepreneur. Right? Squeak up out. Jazz. Dinosaur. Dinosaur. Jazz. That's what I'll name my dog. Zippy.
Zippy.
Zippity flip flap. Scooty bow. Well, I'm cutting all that into a thing.